There's a strange silence that shows up right before everything in your life is about to change. It'll fool you because it doesn't feel like progress. It feels like suffocation. It's not peace. It's pressure. It feels like everything you've fought for is slipping through your fingers. Like God has gone silent. Like the fire inside your heart is flickering and you're seconds away from burning out completely. But here's the truth most people never realize. Your greatest pain often arrives right before your greatest rise. The way a woman's labor intensifies in those final moments before birth, your life will start to feel the most chaotic, the most confusing, the most crushing, right before everything shifts. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to retreat. This is the time to understand the signs. Because when you know you're close, truly close, you stop seeing your suffering as punishment. You start seeing it as the pressure of preparation. So today, we're going to walk through 5 deep spiritual signs that you are standing at the final stage before your breakthrough, and why each one is actually a hidden signal that you are closer than you've ever been. The first sign: everything you once found comfort in feels empty. At first, you think something is wrong with you. You can't enjoy the same friendships. The things that used to distract you, the music, the scrolling, the movies, even your own hobbies, they don't hit the same anymore. Life is asking you to release everything that gave you comfort, but nothing new has shown up to replace it yet. And that gap, that emptiness, terrifying. This is divine detachment. Right before your breakthrough, God often strips away your familiar comforts, not to punish you, but to prepare space for what's coming next. Comfort is often the enemy of growth. If you stay too long in what once fed you, you'll never step into what can truly fulfill you. Comfort becomes a cage when you've outgrown the room. So when you start feeling disconnected from the things that used to sustain you, don't panic. You're not broken. You're being emptied so you can be filled with something far greater. This is not punishment. This is positioning. The second sign: you feel deeply alone, even when you're surrounded by people. When this one hits hard, and you could be in a room full of people, laughing, talking, posting, interacting with the world around you. But deep down, you feel like no one really sees you. You feel misunderstood, isolated, like something is shifting inside of you that you can't explain to anyone else, because they're not shifting with you. If you felt that, drop a comment below. You're not the only one. This is one of the clearest signs that your spirit is transitioning from one phase to another. Isolation is not always abandonment. Sometimes isolation is elevation. Before the butterfly emerges, the caterpillar enters darkness alone. Before the greatest leaders in history stepped into their purpose, they were separated, hidden, forgotten by the world around them. Your breakthrough is sacred, and sacred things can't be shared with just anyone. So if you feel alone right now, don't rush to fill the silence. Let it teach you. Let it strip you down. Let it strengthen your inner voice. Because in that silence, you'll hear the truth you need for the next level. You're not crazy. You're not lost. You are shedding. The third sign: you're being forced to confront the deepest parts of yourself. Right before the breakthrough, God doesn't just change your situation. He changes you. That means shining a light on everything you've been avoiding. Your wounds, your habits, your hidden fears, your unhealed trauma. The ways you quietly sabotage your own blessings when they get too close. You might find yourself overwhelmed by emotions that seem to come out of nowhere. Memories you thought you buried years ago suddenly resurface without warning. You might start feeling angry at your past, ashamed of your present, terrified of your future. all at once. But this is not regression. This is revelation. You can't walk into the next chapter of your life carrying the weight of what broke you in the last one. So right before your breakthrough, life will demand that you confront yourself, not to condemn you, but to free you. This stage is messy, vulnerable, and it's tempting to run from it. But if you face it, you won't just cross into the next level. You'll rise into it. Because nothing in this world is more powerful than someone who has faced their demons and walked out the other side, carrying wisdom instead of wounds. So if it feels like your soul is under a microscope right now, understand this. You are not going backward. You are being refined. The fourth sign. Everything is falling apart faster than you can fix it. This is the scariest one, and yet it almost always shows up right before the breakthrough arrives. The job falls through. The relationship ends. The opportunities dry up. The people you thought you could count on either walk away or reveal they were never really for you to begin with. Everything feels like it's crumbling around you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. But what you don't realize is that it has to crumble. The breakthrough can't build on unstable foundations. So, anything not aligned with your destiny, anything that won't survive at the next level, has to be shaken off before you get there. Sometimes God doesn't ask permission to remove what's holding you back. Sometimes He just clears the room. And yes, it hurts. Deeply. But it's also mercy. Because if you truly knew what was coming for you, you'd understand exactly why everything around you is collapsing right now. It's not destruction, it's demolition. So He can rebuild. Don't resist it. Don't cling to what's being stripped away. You're not losing your life. You're losing what's been limiting it. The fifth sign. You feel a deep, mysterious urge to let go, even though nothing makes sense yet. There's a strange moment that often arrives right before your breakthrough. It's not loud, not dramatic. From the outside, nothing even looks different. But deep in your spirit, you start to feel detached, not from life, not from your dreams, but from the things that once seemed essential, from the habits that used to define you, from people you thought you'd always need, from goals that once burned with urgency, but now feel strangely hollow. You might still be going through the same routine, same job, same people, same content, but inside, you feel like you've already left. Your soul is slowly pulling its energy from anything not aligned with where you're headed next. You don't even know why. You just know that forcing it now feels like a betrayal to your own spirit. You wake up and feel a nudge that whispers, "Stop trying to save what I'm asking you to let die." You're not angry, not bitter, you're just done. And that's confusing because it's not logical. There's no big event that caused it, no dramatic moment, no breaking point you can point to. But that's the thing about spiritual transition. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's just quiet detachment. Like God gently peeling your fingers off a version of life that can no longer carry you into what He has planned next. Sometimes the most divine signal isn't fire from heaven. It's the slow burn of internal discontent. And here's the truth you need to hear. Letting go is not weakness. It's not giving up. Letting go is sacred. Letting go is obedience. Letting go is how you make room for what you've been praying for. Because God will not bless the version of you that clings to comfort at the cost of calling. That urge you feel to walk away from things that make sense on paper, but drain your soul in silence, that's not confusion, that's spiritual clarity. You've grown, you've outgrown, and now your life must reflect that growth. This is where so many people sabotage themselves. They resist the inner voice because it lacks evidence. They demand clarity before surrender. But faith has never worked like that. God often calls you to step away before He shows you what comes next. That's terrifying because we're used to control. We're addicted to certainty. But real elevation requires release. Letting go of people who once meant the world, but now anchor you to your wounds. Letting go of dreams that weren't wrong, but weren't quite right either. Letting go of your identity as the one who figures everything out. Surrendering to the mystery. Letting go of control, not because you failed, but because you finally matured into a higher trust. And that's when it happens. That's when the shift begins. Things around you start to change without force. Grace begins to flow, not because you tried harder, but because you finally let go. If you're feeling the pull to detach, to surrender, to rest, to step back from everything you thought you needed, don't rush to fill the space. Let it be empty. Let the silence speak. Let the unknown stretch you. Because it's in that space between endings and beginnings that God often bursts the truest breakthroughs. Don't be afraid if everything familiar is dissolving around you. You're not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. And as you keep walking through this sacred shedding, you start to realize something. You were never meant to carry so much. All that weight of perfection, of proving yourself, of pretending, that was never your destiny. It was your prison. And now the door is open. You don't need to explain why you're different now. You don't need validation for your evolution. Growth is often misunderstood by those still committed to standing still. But your breakthrough is not a group project. Sometimes the final stage demands that you walk alone, not because you're being punished, but because the next level has exclusive access. It's reserved for the version of you that chose obedience over applause, surrender over strategy, peace over performance. So breathe, loosen your grip, let go of what's false. Because what's waiting for you on the other side of letting go is not just change. It's rebirth. You're not late. You're not lost. You're right on time for the life that's finally ready to meet you. If this message spoke to something deep inside you today, leave a like and subscribe to The Chosen Path so you never miss what comes next. We'll see you in the next one.